So The Chi is finally done, and a lot of fans are asking the same question. Will it be a spinoff? Of course, you already know I had to ask your girl Lena Waithe this question a few months back, so I will play that part in my interview that I did with her. And of course, she does give us that answer, and she talks about a potential new show that could be coming soon. So we're going to talk about that in today's video. I want you guys to stay tuned. Ever consider a spinoff? Like not necessarily, not even these characters, but like a new city with a different slate of characters. Only reason I ask because when you think back to the history of shows, like all the big shows always had some type of spinoff. Not all of them, but the majority of them had some type of spinoff of their original show. So has that been something you ever thought about?
You know, I just really felt like because The Chi is such an ensemble piece and it's so specific, I've always said, I even told Mikey, who plays Jake, his mom, I literally told her at a rap thing that I don't want to do any spinoffs. I just don't think it'll serve the show, the story. I do want to go to a new city though. I mean, I'll drop this now. I don't care. It's a bit of an exclusive, but I wanted this show called Sin City, which is obviously about, you know, Vegas. And because it's a very personal one, I really hope we can get it going. But my real life, my father was killed in Las Vegas. And when I was 14. And I'm even trying to understand the specifics around it and trying to understand like what happened and what was going on. And so as I was doing that in my real life, I thought to myself, oh, that's interesting for a woman who finds out that her father, because I only found out he was killed just like last year. I knew he died. I didn't know how or why or what was behind it. But the idea of a 40-year-old detective, you know, realizing that her father was killed in Vegas and wants to understand why. So she has to go to Vegas to kind of get in the underbelly or figure out what's going on. So a bit of a detective story, a death kind of leading her back to a place that she's never been, or she's going to a place that she's never really spent time. So I do want to play with that. Sort of how, because death I think creates a ripple effect and it does connect people in a weird way. So I'm actively trying to get Paramount Plus to play with that and see if they're into it. So stay tuned, wish me well, send me love. But I think if I do another city, it'll be Vegas and it'll be sort of mystery situation. So we'll see.
Okay.
I'm giving you, that's an exclusive, man. Ain't nobody else got that.
I'm glad I had to ask that question, but yeah, I love Vegas, so that'd be a good,
could be interesting
show. So as you can see, 2 months ago, I asked Lena Waithe the question about it being a possible spinoff for The Chi. And as you guys just, heard, she said no. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she just feels like The Chi is a certain type of show where it does not need that spinoff. She feels like it's like The Last Dance. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bulls in 98. It's over after this. We don't need to come back and try to reconfigure certain things. Let's just end it right here. And it's understandable, you know what I'm saying? As a fan, yes, I do, you know what I'm saying, want to see like a spinoff in another city with the, different characters or whatever. And we know with Smokies, they got Houston, Atlanta, and Las Vegas. So any of those cities could have easily been a place where they could have had this spinoff at. But as I told you, it's understandable on why she does not want that. We know in the history of TV shows, they usually have spinoffs, especially when the show is very successful. Not all of them, but the majority of them do. And even in just entertainment in general, you know what I'm saying? From movies, video games, usually when something is very successful, when they make a lot of money off of that product, they try to spin it off in all types of different ways. They try to milk it in every way that they can, right? But as I told you, not everything needs that. Sometimes I guess you need to just let it go and start something new. And we know she talked about starting a new show called Sin City, based in Las Vegas, one of my favorite cities to visit. You know what I'm saying? Las Vegas is fight town. You know what I'm saying? Now in that interview, we know she was talking about her father and how he died, finding out that he was killed in Las Vegas, and this being the new idea of creating a new show. And how this, I believe she said a 40-year-old female is going to Las Vegas trying to figure out what really happened to her father. She said a death led her there, right? Led her back to Las Vegas. And now she is trying to figure out everything that went down. So, of course, we got The Chi. The big thing was the death of Coogie, right? Or actually the death of Jason, the ripple effect. And then it led to all the different events that we saw in The Chi. So with this show, she's basically explaining the same thing of how death has this huge ripple effect and it leads to all these different events. So, man, if this show actually comes, I think it's gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? A show in Las Vegas trying to figure out what happened to your pops, you investigating it, you know, a death led you there, and I think they can do something with it. Of course, she said it was something she's trying to, get Paramount Plus to take on. And as you heard in the interview, she said this was an exclusive. This is the first time she actually, was talking about the show, the idea of this show coming to life. So, man, that was good of her to actually talk about something, a new project for the first time on the channel. And if it does come true, that will be crazy. I hope Paramount Plus picks this idea up and they can roll with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially since she's already done so great with The Chi. Might as well see what else she can, bring to the table. And of course, I'm pretty sure if she is able to bring this show to Paramount Plus, I would not be surprised if we see some of the same actors that we've seen throughout her works pop up on this new show. You know what I'm saying? Some of the same actors that we saw in The Chi could pop up in this new potential show. And we can see different elements of their acting abilities or whatever. I mean, it would be great to me. But that's just my opinion. I mean, y'all can let me know what y'all think. But man, a new show in Las Vegas, trying to figure out what happened to your pops, a death led you there. I mean, hey, it can get crazy, y'all. I think they can knock it out the park. But as I told y'all let me know what y'all think. I already know a lot of fans probably wanted to see like a spinoff of the show. We talking about The Chi, of course. I mean, the Elena storyline would have been crazy. That way, we probably could have saw, of course, new characters. But since Bakari, he's down there with his sister Brittany and Lene, they could have still had, them in it somehow, some way or whatever. We know Lene, she pregnant. So I could have seen them trying to create something with that. Like I told you. And we would have had new characters that worked at Smokies and all that stuff. I mean, it could have been just different stories, but I understand. We can't always have what we want. We got to accept what we got. And of course, I cherish the moments that we had when it came to The Chi. I think they did what they had to do as far as telling these stories. And it's going to be a show that no one is going to forget about, in my opinion, especially since it is the longest reigning black drama on TV. So it's going to be one of the shows that people always talk about in the future. But down below, I want you guys to let me know, what do y'all think about Lena Waithe's possible new show based in Las Vegas? And also, did you want to see a spinoff, or are you cool? You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't give a damn. Some people cool. They like, look, The Chi is over. It went as long as it possibly could. Some people wanted to see the show end a few seasons ago. So some people are happy that the show is over. But hey, it is what it is. We know everybody's going to have their opinions on what they want to see. And that's understandable. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support. And I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.